didn't follow the fashion or the trend? What is the main thing?
Well, I left school to become a musician when I was 17 years old. And other people left school to become doctors or lawyers or teachers. And I think that those people who became doctors and lawyers and teachers would hope that they still had a career 20 or 30 years later. So it shouldn't seem strange that a musician also would hope to have a musical career that would be all of his life. And I am still 15, 16 years away from retirement age. So why no one should ever be surprised that we're still musicians.
¿Cómo ha hecho para no dejarse seducir nunca por las modas?
Well, the punk music was a move to produce a simpler, more direct music. It occurred in the late 70s. The most famous group were the Sex Pistols. And to me, they appeared like the early Who, the group The Who. I didn't really see anything in the Sex Pistols that I felt I'd not heard before. It was just an attitude or a more aggressive performance which fitted the context of pop music in the late 70s, early 80s. It was a more fitting way to do that aggressive performance. But if punk music had influenced Jethro Tull, I think that would have been, people would have laughed at us. They would have laughed at us for trying to conspicuously belong to a new movement.
What is your feeling about the rock and roll, the rock and roll now?
Well, rock music is, I think, in the last 5 years, has been the best bands have been coming from North America. And there are just now the beginnings of some new rock bands in the UK. Britain is usually better at producing pop groups rather than rock groups. So things swing from one side of the Atlantic to the other in terms of the influence of rock music. But it's difficult to describe Jethro Tull as only a rock band because we play a lot of music which clearly is not rock music. And our influences come from folk music and jazz and blues and classical music. And are not likely, I don't need to be copying the latest British pop band to try to find new ideas.
Para encontrar nuevas ideas, no necesito copiar a las últimas bandas de
all the best ideas in music have been in existence now for 30 or 3,000 years.
Todas las mejores ideas en la música han estado hace 30 o 300 años.
So I think the new music of today, the new popular fashions in music, all they do is take things from before, bring them back, polish them a little bit, give them a different face.
Y cambiarlas y darles traer ideas del pasado, darles otro matiz, un maquillaje distinto y producirlas.
And people who have not seen that before, young people growing up,
la gente que no ha visto o ha escuchado
will believe this is new.
La gente joven cree que eso
and it's the same in fashion clothing.
Es lo mismo que ocurre en la moda de
skirts go up, skirts go down.
Las faldas suben y bajan. Faldas suben y bajan.
¿Qué ha hecho que Anderson no sea parte de la farándula, de las estrellas, de la fama?
He wants to find out exactly what has been the reason why Ian Anderson has not become part of the star world, of the fame, the show.
Well, I've never had never had friends who were musicians. I don't hang out with the other guys.
No estoy con todos nosotros.
Phil Collins does not invite me to his barbecue.
Phil Collins no me invita a sus parrilladas.
So I don't have anything at all to do with the world of pop and rock stars.
Yo no tengo nada que ver con el mundo del rock.
I don't own a car. I don't drive.
Yo no tengo un carro.
And I only wear my dark glasses when the sun is shining.
Y solamente uso los lentes oscuros cuando hace sol.
¿Qué diferencia encuentra en los públicos de Europa en relación a los
Latin American public and the Europe audience? What is the difference in the American audience? What is the difference in the audience?
Well, I don't think it's fair to talk about Latin America as
Creo que no se
if
puede
it's a country, or if Europe is a country. The things aren't like that. If you play in the French part of Switzerland,
Si uno toca en la parte francesa,
the audience will be very different to the
el
German
público
part of Switzerland.
sería muy diferente de la parte alemana.
If you play in London, in England,
Si uno toca en Inglaterra,
the audience will be different to the audience in Newcastle.
sería muy diferente el público que el público que tenemos en
But I do
Newcastle.
think there are some general trends in the way
Hay
the audience
algunas
behaves.
tendencias generales que tiene. Hay determinadas cosas que son comunes.
And, for instance,
Por ejemplo,
the audiences that I have met so far in most of the South American
el
countries
público que yo he conocido
remind me
hasta
more
ahora en
of the
Latinoamérica
Germans or the
se me asemeja
northern
más
British
al público
audiences.
alemán, el público de Latinoamérica el que he visto hasta
o
ahora,
al
público del norte de Inglaterra, o a la parte norte de Inglaterra.
And we have played 4 times.
Hemos estado 4
No, I'm making a
veces,
mistake. I think 3 times in Brazil.
3 veces,
3 different concert tours in the last 10 years, and twice in Argentina,
y he estado
twice in
2
Chile.
veces en Argentina, 2 veces en
And
Chile.
we wouldn't go back and play again if we didn't enjoy
No volveríamos
the
a
experience
tocar
of playing to those
nuevamente,
audiences.
no volvería la experiencia de con ese público.
There are some places in the world that I
Hay
don't
lugares
enjoy
en el mundo en los
because of the
cuales no
audience,
disfruto de tocar por
and I
el público
also
que
go
me
back to
toca.
play them to
Pero
them
también a
again.
veces vuelvo a tocar allá.
But that's because those particular places, Jethro Tull is very popular, and we earn
Y
a
eso
lot
se
of
debe a
money.
que en esos lugares Jethro Tull es muy popular allá y ganamos mucho dinero.
So sometimes, to make a little more money, I
A
will play
veces,
somewhere that I
para
don't
hacer
enjoy
un
so
poco
much.
más de plata, toco en lugares donde no me siento tan bien.
And then I feel better about coming to play the other places for very little money, but to find a new experience of different
A
audiences.
lugares donde no gano tanto dinero, pero conozco otros lugares y conozco otras experiencias.
In that way, you could suggest that the rich kids of New York and Boston subsidize our concert tours to Bolivia.
Niños ricos de Nueva York y de Boston están subsidiando los conciertos en Bolivia y en los Países Pobres.
Bolivia no es necesariamente un mercado atractivo ni de promoción.